Hey YouTube, this is Scary Scrapping for a Dart. Well, I wanted to go over a few things with you. I'm getting ready to take a load of scrap in tomorrow, and wanted to take some time and tell you how important it is to maybe consider getting a business license if you don't have one. I know a lot of people want to be under the radar and not want to deal with taxes, and I can understand that. But for me, I do this as a hobby, but I also do it for a part-time business. So I take full advantage of claiming this as a business because a lot of things you can write off. From everything from the mileage on your vehicle to these bins that I store stuff in, to my shelving over there, to any tool I have in my garage that I use for scrapping, is all a tax write-off. The canopy on this truck is a tax write-off. You can actually claim part of this garage as part of my business. That's a write-off. Also at my yard, I don't know how your state is, but at my yard, I can get more per pound for material. I get more for aluminum, power supplies, motors. There's some copper over there. I get more per pound if I have a business license. Plus, in my area, there's a lot of thieves. I hate thieves. Thanks to them, I can't get paid anymore right away. But if you have a business license, you can get paid on the spot. So, in my area, you might want to check with yours again, but it's an advantage to have a license. And again, you have to claim what you make, but that's just part of the game. It's called business, folks. So anyway, I wanted to show you what I was going to take in this weekend. I'm going to be taking in some power supplies. I know I said I could make more if I break them down, but I don't have time. I have an eBay business, I have a yard business, I have a full-time job. I work 70 to 80 hours a week, sorry. So I need to take these in and get them out of my garage. I have a big load coming in probably the next month. I'm going to do my tax guy, actually. It's a funny thing. I'm going to be cleaning out his basement. He's got probably 30 towers, tons of monitors, file cabinets. Anything you can think of basically that a business would have, he has in his basement from his old business. So I'll be getting all that. So I have to make room. So anyway, I'll be taking in the power supplies. Here I have cast aluminum, mainly pots and pans. There's some hard drive shells in there. These came off some Phoenician blinds. This is dirty. This came off a treadmill. It's the roller piece. It's probably about 10 pounds. It's got steel in the middle, so it'll go as dirty, but I'll make a little bit more because probably about half of this is aluminum, so I'll get a little bit more. This bin is all sheet. I think I showed you that cake pan in a different video one time. I finally got to it. I'm going to take it in. It's not worth anything on eBay, so it's going to go as scrap. Parts from the washer and dryer. Those rims I got from a friend at work. Over here, it's kind of miscellaneous. This Romex I couldn't strip because the insulation is actually melted to the copper, so it's about a pound. I'll just take it as is. Some dirty brass that I won't break down because it's got too much steel in it. There's another ballast. Take that in. As long as it says no PCBs on it, you can take that in. That's probably 5 pounds. There's some pewter. There's some stainless. There's some barbecue parts in here with steel that I cannot get out of the aluminum, so I'll take that in as dirty. There's Christmas lights. Anything that has even a remotely little tiny bit of a brass on it, even though this is like 90% plastic and steel, they'll still take it as dirty brass. So Christmas lights, plug-ins, plugs, stuff like that, take it in as dirty. This bin is all motors, mainly from computers, but some from microwaves to ceiling fans to whatever you can think of, it's in there. All this stuff accumulates, the majority of this stuff accumulates within a month probably. So if I take in 12 loads a year, just like this, that's the minimum. Sometimes I take in 2 loads a month, just depends. Sometimes I get a lot of stuff in, sometimes it's slower. Over here, I've got some Romex, bright wire. I stripped that Romex that I showed you in another video. Looking at about 6 pounds, a little less with the container weight. That's probably, 12 bucks, 15 bucks right there. This is all solid copper. It's funny, these heat sinks that come in some computers are completely solid copper. That's a pound. That's 2 bucks for that. There's another pound. That's 2 bucks for that. There's almost a half a pound for that. So you can see how this stuff adds up. Here's a motor out of a wash machine. 15 pounds. Motors are heavy. So that's 75 pounds. This is 15 pounds. There's a one out of the dryers, probably another 10 pounds. Stuff adds up. I'll probably have 100 pounds of motors. 10 bucks, 15 bucks, something like that. There's a lot of stainless in here. Remember I showed you some of this in a different video. Some of the stuff I get from guys at work. Some of it I get at yard sales for free. That one church sale I went to, I bought a bunch of stuff for like 5 bucks. So it all adds up. This is laptop hard drives. These I destroyed because these are from people that I know and they wanted their information destroyed. So I'm taking these in as is. I took the boards off and I'll take these in and get the certificate of destruction at my scrapyard. I think I get about 25 cents a pound for those. So anyway, you can see how fast this stuff adds up. I've had people say, well, it's not worth scrapping and there's no money in it. Well, this irritates me because, I mean, and these people are taking their stuff in as is, like they'll take in a computer tower and sell it as tin, or they'll take in a washing machine and sell it as tin. You got to cut off the plugs. You got to take the motors out of them. You got to pull all the wiring out of them. I mean, there's brass in them. I mean, with anything, with computers, I mean, computers are a gold mine. Depending on the computer, you can get, you know, 8 bucks to 20 bucks just in scrap for a tower, you know. So again, I mean, there's guys that I think that have even quit scrapping because they said, oh, scrap's so low. Well, it's not really that low. Copper's still valuable, brass is still valuable, aluminums are still valuable. You know, you just have to take the time to do it, and if you don't do it, I guess you're just lazy. So that's all I can say about that. But there's a lot of money in this stuff. Again, take the time to break it down. Sure, when you pull apart a washing machine, there's a lot of tin, and once in a while you'll get a load in, you might only make 10 bucks on a load of tin. Well, that's just basically the waste material from getting all the good stuff. So it's just part of the game. If you want to be a scrapper, this is what you're gonna have to deal with. So anyway, just wanted to show you what I've been working on. And again, consider getting a business license, folks. Again, I know some people don't want to mess with it, but it's well worth it. And I want to show you something else. It's all those guys that don't think it's worth breaking down computer towers. I mean, gold memory adds up really fast, and if you can get it at yard sales or, you know, like my school, college contacts, stuff like that, and that's 7 pounds, I'm getting $13 a pound for gold memory. And there's another bin right up there, full. See? You can see all that. That's completely full, and that one's heavier than this one, so I might have 20 pounds of gold memory. Well, that's hundreds of dollars, folks, just in gold memory. That doesn't count my full bins of motherboards, heat sinks, 61 cents a pound. With a business license, 63 cents a pound. Copper, aluminum heat sinks. See, this stuff adds up. There's a bin full of ribbon wire. There's some more insulated wire. It just goes on and on and on. So you want to separate everything out the best that you can to make the most money. So, and again, like for me, you might say, well, how come you're not breaking down those power supplies? Well, I told you I don't have the time, and I'll be getting more of this stuff in soon. So for me, I just not going to take the time this weekend to break them down to make a couple extra dollars, but the majority of things I do break down. So anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Hope you guys find a lot of scrap this weekend. Consider what I'm saying. I mean, it's well worth scrapping. There's a lot of free stuff out there. I'm a businessman. Sometimes I buy scrap at low prices and sell it to make more money. I mean, again, it's called business, folks. So anyway, hope you guys like this video. Please like and subscribe. Take care.